All right, Marvel fans, we officially know when the first look at Avengers Doomsday is going to take place now. You know, if you don't count the four stories, the Russo brothers called them, the four stories that they already put in front of Avatar, Fire, and Ash. But we are talking about an official first look released by Marvel to the public. Well, kind of. There's good and bad news to this. And of course, we'll break it all down in this video. What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Thanks for clicking on this video today. Of course, everybody's excited about Avengers Doomsday, and everybody has been looking at CinemaCon. Now, it didn't look like Marvel was going to do anything, but now big official news has just been released, and Marvel Studios will be giving us a special look at Avengers Doomsday at CinemaCon, which takes place, their specific panel, on April 16th. So 6 days away, right around the corner. Next week, we get our first look at Avengers Doomsday. Let me go over the report and then talk about if this is going to be public, what their marketing plans are, etc. This is coming from The Hollywood Reporter, an article titled CinemaCon Preview. Nolan, Cruise, and the Warner sale loom large. The Warner sale definitely looms large, but the subtitle of this literally reads, "Anxious exhibitors are trekking to Las Vegas for early looks at tentpoles such as The Odyssey, The Devil Wears Prada, and Avengers Doomsday." Right away, confirming it in the subtitle. Yeah, and as we go on into this article, they talk about the Disney panel. They do talk about the SpiderMan panel as well, but that is actually going to be by Sony. We are expecting some big news for SpiderMan as well, a special look, maybe a little clip from the movie, but we'll stay on Avengers Doomsday for now. So this is what they said at the end when talking about Disney. Disney, which historically relied on footage instead of talent, also is expected to pull out all the stops in terms of star and filmmaker power. Its slate is enviable, from 20th Century's The Devil Wears Prada sequel to Pixar's Toy Story 5 to the December event pick Avengers Doomsday. That last one from Marvel has been shrouded in mystery, so now would be an opportune time to demonstrate that the film will deliver. Sources say Doomsday is exploding on long lead tracking. Disney also has two Star Wars films on the horizon, director Jon Favreau, The Mandalorian Grogu, which releases in May, and next year's Starfighter starring Ryan Gosling. So they tell us Marvel is pulling out everything, all the big guns, the talent, filmmakers, star power, it's all happening. And they're relying on film. And that's what this is really about, right? Theaters. And they specifically said they're coming in to get early looks at tentpoles such as The Odyssey, The Devil Wears Prada, and Avengers Doomsday. So that's when our first look is going to be for Avengers Doomsday, April 16th. But of course, like I said, there's good news that we're getting this, but also kind of bad news, because typically CinemaCon is a closed event, meaning what they show there is not released to the public. You're not supposed to record. They have high security inside when they show these things, and anybody who gets caught recording gets taken aside and gets in trouble, but most importantly, their phone gets wiped. They make you go through, delete something, go through the deleted inbox and delete it from there as well. So typically, this is not released to the public at the same time. And unfortunately, I think Marvel will probably not drop it on the same exact day. Now, that doesn't mean that's how it's going to happen. That's just speculation by a lot of people because of how Marvel has done things in the past. And if we think about what they did for Fire and Ash, it makes sense that they would do it again. They put these teasers or stories for Avengers Doomsday in front of Avatar, Fire and Ash, and then about 5 days later, they released them online. That was kind of different. I mean, obviously that was to really get people to go see Avatar, Fire and Ash, but also they knew that was going to get leaked online. So a lot of people thought that it was pretty interesting that they went ahead and did that because they knew the trailers were going to leak online, and they did. But it didn't stop the actual trailers when they were officially coming from Marvel from being successful. This is a little bit different because usually stuff from this doesn't leak online footage-wise. It does description-wise, and that's what we're probably going to get the first day. So as soon as they show that first footage, as soon as it's done, people can bring their phones out again, and they're going to start tweeting, posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok, everything. And they're going to say exactly what they saw. So we're going to find out a lot about what was shown. whether we get a first look at Doctor Doom, whether that first look includes him with his mask on or off. What characters do we see from the X-Men that show up? Are some characters going to show up that haven't been announced yet? I imagine they'd tease some things, but not give too much. We're not sure if this is a trailer or a clip from the film or a sizzle reel. We're unsure, but an early preview is what they're saying we should expect for this. Now, again, it might not come out on the exact same date, but it could also come out right away. So keep your eye out on April 16th because it could happen online right as we get into it. Right as they show it, right as they get into it at CinemaCon, it could come out online. And you have to pretty much expect that Marvel knows everyone is waiting for this. And this is, like the Hollywood Reporter said, and like a lot of people have said, including John Campea recently, who said that he reached out to people asking if the Avengers Doomsday trailer was going to show at CinemaCon and didn't get a response. That could indicate that they are indeed going to show it, and now it looks like it's confirmed they are indeed going to show it. But a lot of people have been talking about this would be the perfect time to show it. Plus, not to mention, Doomsday. Dune has already come out with their trailer. They've already sold tickets. Tickets for IMAX are sold out. I actually saw that an IMAX theater ticket for Dune sold online for $1,000. Somebody resold their ticket for $1,000. So Dune is making moves. It's time for Avengers Doomsday to retaliate, so to speak. Not that they're really in dire competition, but there is some competition. There is a little competition on some people debating whether they want to go see Avengers Doomsday or Dune, if they're not going to go see both. Because I know a lot of people are going to go see both. But it makes sense to show it at CinemaCon because a lot of the theater owners and chains will be there, and getting them excited for Avengers Doomsday is good. Getting everyone excited for Avengers Doomsday is good, especially when, like they mentioned, it is shrouded in mystery. Even with all the leaks that we've heard, that's probably only like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the movie that we actually know. Plus, we haven't really seen it. Are they going to give us more information about that Cyclops scene with the Sentinels? Are they going to show us a mutant utopia that Magneto has finally built? Because that's one of the reports that we've heard. What exactly is going on with that X-Men universe? Who knows what we're going to get during this, but one thing is for sure, Marvel knows that everybody has been waiting for this, and I think they know that it's time. It's time to show the people what Avengers Doomsday is, at least for the most part, really going to look like. And you don't really get that with the teasers that they've given us, right? They were really quick, and most of them were just one scene. For example, Steve Rogers, that was really just one scene, unless the person walking up was indeed Doctor Doom. Thor was just the one scene of him. And besides that, even with the other scenes, we're pretty sure some stuff has been edited out. Like, a lot of people really do think Doctor Doom is in that Wakanda Talokan trailer, and I kind of think he is too. So we're finally going to get our first actual feel for the movie shown to us. Now, I would assume if it doesn't release online, it comes out days later, not like weeks or months later, days later, because I don't think they would do that to the fans. I don't think they would let the description get out there, let people get online and talk about it, and kind of make everybody else wait for a really long time. I'm thinking it's just like what they did with these trailers in front of Avatar, Fire and Ash, maybe 5 days, maybe 3 days, maybe 7 days, who knows, but I don't think it's going to be that long of a wait at all. But go ahead, let me know. Are you stoked for this? Will you be at CinemaCon? Because if you are, you should hit me up on Instagram and DM me so I know exactly what's going down. But of course, people are going to post it online. So let me know how excited you are to finally get our first look at Avengers Doomsday in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news. And you can also find us on TikTok and Instagram. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.